Hey everybody, Cruz here, today with a point 0.5 episode. Surprise, kind of, not really. I talked about this and kind of hinted at it a bunch. But yeah, I wanted to put this episode out just to kind of tide you guys over while waiting for the uh, final episode. In this, I'm going to be just kind of talking about like what's on screen, what's happening in game, and also my plans for the final episode and my plans for season 2 because I know people are kind of intrigued about that. But yeah, the footage you guys are seeing right now is what I did between episode to get to the end portal and killing those Endermen. I thought that you might want to see that, so I put it on here. There's one moment where it's very interesting. There's two interesting things that happen, so I'm going to talk about that while this goes by. So if I interrupt myself, you'll know why. But yeah, so the final episode, I want to talk about this because you might wonder when's that happening? Because I haven't really said anything about it, and I'm worried everyone's kind of assuming it's going to be in the normal schedule, but it isn't. I am going to be taking sort of a week to edit it. That's my plan, but it might be a bit longer. I want to make this episode as perfect as possible because I have a lot planned for it, and I want to get everything I have planned for it into that video. So it might come out a little late. I'm recording this on Thursday, and this should probably be going up late Thursday. Uh, but I plan my kind of goal for when the episode will be released is next Friday, though I don't know exactly if that's going to be correct. So in that case, no promises, but my plan is for next Friday. It might be a little late. If my like, okay, this needs to get out goal, like unacceptable, is by the Tuesday after that Friday. If it's not out by then you guys had the right to yell at me. But please don't put pressure on me. I'm trying to get it out. I'm trying to get it out. I have not even recorded the episode yet, just because I plan to sort of practice that round because I don't want to just like enter the end and then the dragon swoop in and kick me off and then we lose progress of the last 10 episodes in that case. So I am going to actually kind of practice with the gear we have so the episode is sort of fun, but I'll hopefully it will be an all right time. When it just comes to these episodes, the I'd say one of the hardest episodes this season was just the first episode because I had to do it so many times where I'm just like, is this good? Is this bad? And next is going to be the final. I think is going to be really hard to do as well, but I'm going to try to make it perfect. Hopefully. So there's that. Next is the more large question being season 2. Now, season 2, I have a lot to talk about because I'm a bit worried with it. Not necessarily there's nothing bad, but I need to kind of explain my viewpoint to for hopefully you guys can understand. Starting off, I planned season 1 out since the beginning, like kind of what I had planned. I kind of set up a time frame saying, okay, this is when I want to start the series and this is where I wanted to end it. I wanted to end it before the year, which was really dumb because we're now kind of entering a month or technically 2 months after that. However, that was because of some random stuff that happened, being dying or just my incompetence. But I would say I kind of went to plan on how I planned it out. Being I eventually set the end date to be January, I believe January 20th is when I wanted to end the series. We're over that now, but we are on the final episode. So I said it. I'd say it did go to plan in that case. However, season 2 is where I'm a bit wary because this season 1 quarantine really helped with this series so far because recently I haven't been doing in case of like life, I haven't been doing any like important stuff. I'm not doing a job, I'm not doing schooling or anything. However, recently I'm kind of making a transition with that. If you realized, oh, here's the funny bit that I wanted to mention is these Endermen all crowded up. If you saw, I aggroed a bunch of them. And I felt that that was funny. There's another funny thing that happens, but anyway, as I mentioned, I'm not doing any. I'm kind of in a transition period in my life where I'm going to start working and getting into jobs and stuff like that again, and schooling, because I feel like I've taken my time. I took a short break. I think I should start getting back into it. So, in that case, and for that reason, I don't know exactly when season 2 is going to happen, and that's kind of the big problem. Uh, my what I said, though I'm not promising this by any means because I could be completely wrong. My plan would to be sometime when season 1 started, being November next this year. However, I don't know. The only time that I can actually say season 2 will start is when I know I can release consistent uploads and decently good stuff, and I really need to understand where my life is, and where like balancing that with a job and schooling, and that I need to know where that is for me to do that. And because of that, uh, I'm also worried about kind of the upload schedule for it. Now, I proposed this before in the actual series, and I think I might do it because, and I'm a bit worried with how people feel about it, but I think it's honestly going to be maybe the only way I can release episodes, and that's weekly uploads. However, there will be longer episodes. So every week I'll release an episode, and yeah, kind of self-explanatory. It'll be very similar what I'm doing right now. I'm kind of viewing the final episode as a test for this, to see how good, if I put a week's effort into one episode, how good it's going to be. The next, I should also mention, next episode will be longer than, hopefully, I haven't recorded yet, but it should hopefully be longer than the next few. So we'll see how it goes, and if I'm happy with how the season, the final episode is in that format, and I'm like, yeah, I can do this, then I think episodes will be like that from that point on. Second is a goal for next season. I've had I think it was Yeetus Deletus asked me, do I plan to kill the Wither in the series or next season? And I thought about that initially when my sort of thought process was with season 2. I was like, I will do the Ender Dragon this season and the Wither next season. However, I am going to redact that plan, because I'm realizing I'm setting a goal isn't that great for the series, because it's very limiting in what we can do. Next season, I plan for us to just do fun stuff. We answer questions, we build stuff, and we'll set a goal for maybe every 3 episodes on what we kind of want to do, like finding a village or doing something like that. And that I think will make it a lot more fun. In that question, though, do I plan to kill the Wither? Yes. I just think that it would be a lot more fun if we just do some other stuff before that. I'd love to find like a woodland mansion or something like that. Just explore more of the world and our save. I think that'd be a lot more fun, because we're very much confined just to one, I think 3 places, being our home and the Nether Fortress, and now the End Portal. Those were the 3 places where I think we were really stuck. And now I really want to just explore the rest of the world, because I don't really like that. As well as season 2, I'm going to be probably doing a bit more cuts. I don't know why, but I find like it's much more easy for the viewer to enjoy. In that case, or at least personally, when I watch it, I find like, this isn't. I watch it and I'm like, why would you want to see me doing this stuff repeatedly over and over and over again when I can just do it in a montage like this and release one of these episodes, which I find so much more fun. Another problem I have with the 0.5 episodes is I end up exploring way more than I actually do in the actual episodes, but that's just because I have more time for it. So yeah, that's that. I think now at this point I've explained everything I've needed to, so if you wanted to just hear those updates, you can leave the video now if you want. Now I'm just going to be talking about stupid stuff that I need to, just stupid stuff about the series or something like that, because I want to fill out this episode. I want to be talking this whole episode. But if you wanted to just hear the update, you're good. You can go now. But in case of the series, I guess I'm gonna kind of just look back on stuff I thought of and what I could have done better, or what I did and I thought was good. I'm very proud of this first season because I, I didn't really know where I was coming from. How this season kind of started. I mentioned that back in I can't remember whatever episode. It was a recent one. Whatever one I talked about the Dream SMP and FNAF. That one I mentioned how I made a series of my friends, just a bunch of animated videos that were really dumb. Those took so much time to make, but I was like, you know what? I really enjoy editing, and that is why I wanted to do this series, is because I wanted to consistently edit something good. Because I mentioned it before, but I find editing therapeutic, and I find it very nice. However, recently, not as much, being that I feel like I'm kind of under. I'm putting myself under a lot of pressure to release episodes now. Before I also did it, except I feel like I'm sort of finding more leeway in it. If you notice, episodes are coming out a bit later. As I mentioned, I'm in a transition period of kind of trying to find a job and stuff like that. So I've been kind of more leisurely releasing episodes. This episode's probably going to come out late now that I realize it, but I'm doing this only for my main rule for this is fun, because I don't plan to gain anything from this. I don't plan to profit off it, make any money off of it. This is strictly for just fun and my enjoyment, and just releasing something that people can watch and enjoy, and that's how I want to view it. Um, I do not plan in a. I think I can't get ads on my channel, but if I ever do, I am not monetizing these episodes because there's no reason to do so. I don't think. I think I steal a lot of stuff too. I don't know if that's. I give credit, but I don't know if people would agree with that. In that case, I think for this series at least, that's why I'm not going to monetize it. I don't want to profit off anybody else's stuff. Please, if I use a thing that you find interesting, actually go check out the original creator, because they deserve that recognition. Every time it will be in the description on stuff I use. So there's that. Mainly, the only thing that I'd say I really use is the Sans remixes, because I thought out of nowhere that I use Sans so much that it begins to get annoying, and as like I don't want to be reusing the same three songs, so I thought there's so many Megalovania remixes, I should at least give it a shot in that case. So that's kind of my viewpoint there. Other than that, I would say that this series went really good. I just got confused what's on screen. I was mining coal, and then it was like, whoa, are we back at our original base? Because it reminded me of that. But yeah, we came pretty far um, with the series. I feel like once it got to episode 13, we kind of sort of just stayed in an original spot, which I wasn't super into. That's why next season I kind of want to explore a bit more, because sometimes I realize I'm literally just walking around our base, and you guys have already seen that. I want to kind of expand that camp. I want to make sort of a. This is just me, sort of rambling with what I want to do next season. But one of the things that I plan to do is maybe make a compound or something with just a bunch of stuff. One thought I had that I don't think I will do, but it was such a funny thing, was I was like, we live in a Starbucks. Ones if I just make like a massive base, and that's just it's just a giant mall, and that's one Starbucks can just be in the middle of it. I love that idea, but it's one of those grand things that I don't think will ever happen. If we ever get to that point, I'd give myself a pat on the back, but I highly doubt we're going to. We'll expand our compound next season, and hopefully, because we live in a plains biome, so many dang mobs spawn, and that's annoying. If you watch the screen now, this is me kind of looking for the end portal. I got my coordinates all messed up, so I was kind of looking around for it. Thank gosh for coordinates, because I back in the day I didn't really understand it, so I'd get lost and just mess around. But here I realized I needed to backtrack. Here's that one bit. We should find the portal at any minute, but I'm really sad I didn't share this. That's why I kind of wanted to release this episode, is because you guys want to see me going to the end portal for the last time. Except I found that it was kind of annoying to see. You already seen me do it once, but I thought, well, why not? Let's let's release this bit of me walking. I could have just done a regular montage for this, but I really wanted to kind of tell you guys why I'm updating this, what I plan to update for this series. So now here I found the thing. I'm putting up a nerd poll just to show where it is. Building down. Oh yeah. There we go. I remember I was worried I had it a little off, but I was worried of falling into the lava pit in the portal. But no, I had it just right. And here's me setting... I'm going to talk about this in the final episode, but here's me setting up a bunch of chests and stuff. Just in case we die. Just in case we die, we might need some other stuff. But that's that. I also got arrows this episode, if you didn't realize. There was one bit of me just breaking gravel and building it there. Sleep, resetting my spawn, and now I paused the game, and this is where I did the separate recording for the episode. So yeah, that's about it, guys. I hope you have a great day. Thank you for watching, and if you went to this part, oh, it stopped, as it always does. But if you got to this part, thank you so much. It means the world. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Thank you so much, and yeah, I'll see you on hopefully Friday. If it comes out on then, let's hope. If not, it'll be up soon. Thank you for all your support, and I wish you the best. Thank you.